Hey everybody, Tony with Hobby Hangover. This video is an in-person autograph haul from my second spring training game where I went to see the New York Mets versus, who was it? The St. Louis Cardinals. This was actually in Jupiter. The first game was in Port St. Lucie, the spring training home for the New York Mets, and the second game was in Jupiter, Florida, which is the spring training home for the Marlins and the Cardinals. So let's just jump right into it. We'll start with the team ball, continuation of the team ball from 2014. At last count, I had 7 signatures, and added 2 more on this trip. And the 2 names are Eric Goodell, number 62, and Eric Campbell, number 29. So that brings the team ball to 9 signatures. I showed it on the last video. It's got 9 total signatures from the 2014 Mets. That's probably going to end the team ball there. I try to get as many guys on the 40-man roster as I can, but I normally don't have as many chances to get the Mets as I do the Marlins. So next is another ball, and this is from Ricky Bones. He is the Mets bullpen coach, and he was an all-star as a player in 1994 for the Milwaukee Brewers. And I got him to sign on the sweet spot there, and that's a good signature. No smudges, anything like that. That came out pretty good. Now, in alphabetical order, I'm going to jump right into the cards. And first, Lucas Duda, starting first baseman for the New York Mets. During this game, they had a split squad, and this team or this game had the starting infield. Next, in alphabetical order, Daniel Murphy. Now this one is let's see if I can make this out. It's 2013 Topps Heritage. And the Lucas Duda is an Allen and Ginter, and that was from year 2011. This one came out pretty good, I think. Nice blue Sharpie there, nice card. He signed over the face, but, some guys do, some guys don't. Last but not least, and this also ties into the why the Lucas Duda was signed in black instead of blue. None other than the captain, David Wright. And that is signed on an Allen and Ginter 2012. 2012 Topps Allen and Ginter. Now, this is the best I've ever done with the Mets, getting starting players. And since I started getting cards signed, I never got any cards signed by Mets starters. In person during the season, very hard to get any of the named players at Marlins Park. So, David Wright, he was actually looking over at us, I guess to see who was there, so that when he finished batting practice and a little bit of fielding, he would come over and sign for us. By the time he did come over, the crowd had gotten a lot bigger. But out of the 3 people who were there first, me, an old lady, and a little kid, he actually got to the old lady first, then me, grabbing my card from me to get signed, and my Sharpie. Somebody else, at this point, people were shoving and pushing. A kid almost fell over the railing, and David Wright took a step back. That's when I knew he wasn't going to sign much more. So somebody, gave him something to sign, and they said, yeah, just use that Sharpie. And it was my Sharpie, one of the nice click ones, like this, that was in one of my recent tips and tools of the trade video. This is like gold to me. Man, it's not a price thing, but, they're so nice to have. So, they said, all right, use that one. So he used it. The crowd was, at this point, the old lady said, let me out, things like that. And so he cut it short, and everybody started, reaching, grabbing, fighting, yelling for him, getting the stuff back. I put my card back into my little holder, like this, and David Wright was gone, and my Sharpie was gone. Either way, I got a lot of good signatures. One other one that I don't have ready, I'll put up in the scans, was the beat writer for the New York Mets, Adam Rubin, for ESPN. He was there, and he actually signed my ticket for the day, talked to me for a little bit. We talked about New York. He's from Long Island, I'm from the Bronx. One of the fans there was also from Long Island, so we talked for a little bit. He's got great information on his Twitter that links to his blog. Out of all the sports writers I follow, he's got the most information. He's the one who put it out there, not only that it was going to be the split squad game, but who you could expect to see, so that I knew what cards to bring, and I wasn't going to waste my time on other guys or a bunch of items that I wasn't going to get signed because the guys weren't even there. So thanks to the New York Mets, thanks to David Wright, thanks to Daniel Murphy, thanks to Lucas Duda, thanks to Ricky Bones, thanks to Eric Campbell, thanks to Eric Goodell. Overall, it was a good outing. My best Mets outing so far. I never thought I would get David Wright in person. The other guys, possibly. The hardest one out of those three to get was Duda. He almost walked away without signing mine. I had to call him back. Luckily, he was nice enough to turn around and sign it real quick. And the signature he put on it was probably the worst one of the day, but it's definitely his. And even though I had a good pen, a good Sharpie marker with a good tip, I think he forced down on it so hard that it caused those lines there. Like, it almost looks like the Sharpie went bad, but that was really just him, I believe, pressing so hard on it that it looks like almost two lines on the L part where he signs. Either way, the Daniel Murphy, who was an all-star last year, and David Wright, was going to go down as the greatest Met of all time when it's all said and done, made everything. Got an all-star on the sweet spot, Ricky Bones, and I got two more guys on the team ball. So, can't complain. Hope everybody else had a good spring training out there. This was my first one where I put a good effort in. I might make it out to one more game, but that's a long shot. But I'm still going to try to get the Marlins one more time. But even if I don't have a great outing with the Marlins, I still have all season to get them because I live down here. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope you liked the video. I'll put the stick hands up on my Pinterest, pinterest.com/Tony Ortiz 144. Scans at the end of the video if you stick around and watch. Thanks again.